welcome to Yoga When You Just Need a Break. I'm Natasha, and for this short sequence we are going to need either a bolster like I have here, but if you haven't got one of those, you could use sofa cushions, you could use pillows, just something that's going to give you a little bit of comfort, a little bit of lift in one of the poses we will be doing. It can also be nice to have a folded up blanket or towel if you have one handy. So feel free to pause the video and come back when you have all the things you need. If you don't have any of that, this practice can be done without it. So it's just an optional added bonus for a little bit of comfort. With that being said, we'll get started. So we're going to start in our easy seat, and this is where that folded towel or blanket can come in handy, because you can place it underneath your hips to just give yourself a little lift so that you can find some length in the spine. You could always use a yoga block as well, or even sitting up on your bolster if you fancied it. Okay, just trying to find that length, because we're just here just to check in with our breath, really. So we're going to bring one hand to our belly and one hand to our heart. You can take a soft gaze down in front, or you might like to close the eyes if that feels comfortable for you. And as you breathe, try and really expand the belly. So feel the breath go all the way down to the belly. And then exhale it out through the nose or mouth. And again, inhale. And exhale. In. And out. And you're just going to keep that going, listening to the sound of your breath, and slowing the breath down. And already this is sending such strong messages to our body by saying, yeah, it's okay to relax now. It's okay to take this time to calm down. And what an amazing tool we have here that we can come back to at any point throughout the day. Even if it's just for a few breaths. When we slow down, we stop and give ourselves this time to breathe with intention. We're starting to tap into that parasympathetic nervous system, that rest and digest state. Okay, and blink the eyes open if you had them closed, and we'll make our way to tabletop position. So the knees below hips, hands below shoulders. And see if we can keep that breath going. So as we inhale, we're going to drop the belly and look forward. And exhale, we're going to round through the spine, drawing that navel up towards our back body. And just keep this going with your own breath. You've got your own rhythm now. come back to center when you finished it evened it out on like both sides, the inhale and the exhale. And just walk your hands forward slightly. Really spread through the fingertips, curl the toes in under, lift the hips up and back, keeping a bend in the knees here. And then just straighten one leg and then the other, alternating them, pressing through those hands. Notice your breath. And then come to stillness. You can either keep a bend at the knees or work to straighten them and drawing the heels down towards the earth. Relax the head. And then slowly bend the knees. Look forward. Lower them down. And then we're going to come back into a child's pose, but we're going to bring our big toes to touch, our knees as wide as the mat. We're going to grab our props here. So again, this could be your pillows, bolster, sofa cushions, whatever you want. And maybe you don't have any props available and you can absolutely do this without them, okay? So we're just finding our way down onto here. Resting the head down. And again, you may allow the eyes to close if that feels safe and comfortable. Otherwise, taking a soft gaze. And allowing yourself to be here now. You chose this video for a reason, so if you haven't got the bolster, that's okay. You can just coming down to the earth or stacking the fists. Making this work for you, okay? So finding something that feels good for you, where you can be and just slow the breath. It's yoga for when you need a break. So this is your moment. Enjoy. Nothing else to be doing right now. This is absolutely where you're supposed to be and what you're supposed to be doing. Taking care of you. Okay. If you were facing one side, if your head is on the bolster or cushions, just go ahead and take it to the other side. If your head was straight down, you can leave it there, that's okay. We're just trying to balance out the sides. Again, allowing that breath to come in and out. and coming back to center. And slowly walk the hands up, move the props out of the way. And we're going to come to a tabletop position. And just bring your right hand in so the fingers are facing you. And that might be enough already as it is, okay? But otherwise we could start just doing a few little circles here, one way and then the other. And then we're going to switch sides, bringing the left hand in so the fingers are facing us. And again, staying there, or find some circles one way and the other. Keeping that breath going, so notice if you're holding your breath, just to keep breathing. And bringing it back to center. And we're just going to bring our hips back and then coming forward. So we're finding a little rock here, a little movement. And keep breathing. And maybe that movement starts to get a little bit bigger. So you're breathing in to come forward. Maybe you take like an up dog variation here. And back into child's pose on the exhale. Finding like a wave through the spine. Going nice and slow and gentle. Until you come back into your child's pose with your knees wide, big toes to touch. Settle back in, this time without the prop. So resting your forehead down towards the earth, or using your hands to stack. Maybe rocking the forehead side to side on the mat, giving that third eye, that temple area, a little massage. And then bring the right hand through the gap from your left hand to your body. So you can peek at me here if you need. So we're bringing that right hand under, onto our shoulder, resting our right ear onto the ground, and the hips are going to move here. So if they come up a bit, that's okay. You can shift back a little bit if that feels better. And the left hand can be pushing into the mat, so we're rolling that left shoulder back. And remember, we never ever want pain here. So if anything is hurting, just back out, because you know it can be quite an intense stretch. Sensation is fine, but pain never. Now if we want a little bit more, we can walk that left hand up. And then bringing it back down, taking a little bit of a cat-cow movement in between. And then sitting back into our extended child's pose. This time left hand comes in through, pressing through the right hand here, or bringing it up and over. coming back, maybe again taking a few rounds of cat-cow. And coming to our seat. Now bring the left hand over to the right knee. Right hand comes behind. Let's find our twist here. Maybe you go a little bit deeper on an exhale. And slowly release back to center. And the right hand comes to left knee, left hand comes behind. Staying nice and tall through the spine here, so we're not collapsing into that back hand. We're on the fingertips here. And maybe go a little bit deeper on the exhale. And slowly back to center. And just start to draw a few circles here, so really moving the body forward and back. So really giving the spine a little love here, and also the internal organs. And we'll go back the other way. Sitting up nice and tall. And just sigh it out. So that was just a short little sequence. I hope you enjoyed it. If you would like to take another 5-10 minutes to just lay down or sit down and just breathe, be with your breath, then go for it. Otherwise, we shall end now with our hands together at heart. Thank you so much for joining me. Please like and subscribe for more videos. Namaste.